So real quick, we're going to talk about this morning about your talisman or having a trigger to put you in superhero mode, okay? So there are always those individuals that we aspire to be. They may be real, they may be imaginary. Many of us grew up with heroes when we were children. You know, I used to watch the Justice League with Superman, Batman, Robin, Aquaman, Wonder Woman, and God help the Wonder Twins. Couldn't stand those three, whatever, with their monkey. Anyway, the point that we have those individuals that we gravitate toward, or we aspire, or we hold up as heroes because they exhibit something inside of them that is something that we admire and something that we want to aspire toward, and it inspires us to be more than human. And human, I mean in the sense of average, like everyone else. That's not why our world will continue to evolve, is if we all decide to lay down and do what everyone else can do, that will end up seeing a decline. The reason why we've continued to overcome all of our obstacles throughout our, 4,000 or 5,000 years of known history, written history, I guess you'd say, is because there's always that thing inside of us, or inside the few at least, that refuse to acquiesce to the status quo and push towards that something more, that something else. So let's talk about talisman. How do you access that superhero power? How do you build that inside of you? And you know, if that's something that you do, that's something that's awesome, because guess what? All the people at the top of the game, whether they're Olympic athletes, whether they're special force military, whether they're top people in business, or whether they're super moms or super dads, they all have to get to that ability to overcome the onslaught of what I call munchkins, because they can just flat wear you down with 10,000 questions before breakfast. So how do we do that? Well, when you pick up that superhero, what you're doing is you're idolizing your heroification of certain qualities and attributes. When you step into that role, for instance, you're imaginary stepping into a Superman role or a Wonder Woman role, and you're putting on the bracelets and putting on the truth lasso. All those kind of things give you the ability to press and push forward farther than what you could do just being the version of yourself. And that's the whole thing, is at the end of the day, we all have narratives. We have narratives, whether we want to believe them or not. Some of us don't know how to switch them out, because the narrative that helps you endure a long workout or helps you do well in business is probably not the same narrative or persona that you should have when you walk in from a long day and you have to hang out with the kids or your significant other. You're going to get a lot of bad blowback. So you need to have different ones for different environments. So one that I like, that I got from an individual or a group of individuals, as you can see, I'm a very big fan of the Spartans for obvious reasons. And if you haven't studied them and you haven't studied the idea of Sparta, if you haven't watched the 300, there's a little bit of the history there, but Lycurgus was the father of Sparta and the genius behind what created the most incredible fighting force in the Mediterranean and the Aegean, 400 or 500 years ago. So I do that, and then you see this hanging around my neck, and some of you have actually seen the challenge coin that I wear from former active duty Navy SEAL Matt Makowitz, that is now passed. Incredible man, incredible focus, incredible warrior mentality. This is actually NDCQ, is not dead, can't quit. And that was his motto, that was his mantra that helped him get through everything from BUDS, Basic Underwater Demolition School at SEALs, to carrying out those missions and being the awesome individual that he was as a representation of our American fighting force. He was on Military Channel, it was a weapons show, I forgot it specifically. Just incredible guy. And so I wear this dog tag with the insignia that he created, and the challenge coin sits on my mouse pad every day. Those are touchstones that I reach out for. And when I put this dog tag on every morning, it is me stepping into the, I can't be a Navy SEAL. I can't be Mac Makowitz, but this triggers that type of mentality, that warrior mentality, that press on no matter how much the pain is. And so that's what I do. That's how I actually step into that. So just giving you, my insights on how to get through whatever difficulty you're getting through or you're putting up with right now, whether that's just the lockdown of home confinement or the unknowns of what's going to happen with the economy or what's going to happen with your job and your family in the future. All of these, like they say, the test of a man is the test of a woman, the test of a person is what it takes to stop you. So this is a great challenge for us as a whole to see who is going to, white towel it and toss in the quit, and those of us that are going to be ingenious and innovative and press forward for new ideas and new concepts to deal with our challenges. We call them obstacles, they're not problems. Just reframe the issue called problem, change it to a challenge, embrace it, and use all your innovativeness and ask different questions, and you will come up with non-standard answers, and those are the pathway forward. Doing more of what you've done before will get you only more of what you've already gotten. So using the past is not the answer. It is looking forward and coming up with the next better question. So with that, I'm going to jump over here. Hope you're doing your drills, and I'm going to grab me some. So simplify, and you guys have a good day. Knock it about there, sir.
Huh?
Knock it about.
Maybe a little bit.
Yes, sir. Not dead. Can't quit.